Hello, Potato. So, while doing those lanyard things yesterday in Quarantine Log 19, I also came across some other lanyards. And so for Quarantine Log 20, we're doing lanyards again, but this time we're doing Disney pin lanyards. This actually is one of my wife's. She went and pulled hers out when I found mine, because hers were much more easily accessible than mine were. And we're going to look at some of the pins that we have from our trips to Disneyland over the years. Not a huge amount, and I've only got a couple. My other ones are not stored in the same place, apparently. But we'll start with my wife's. This one I can date. This one's from 2001. This is from when we went for our honeymoon. And this is hers. And I know it's from when we went for honeymoon because if you can see on here, there's a lot of brides. A lot of bride arrangements. We got our honeymoon through the Walt Disney Travel Company. So we have the little Walt Disney Travel Company pin, which is different than the other ones because it doesn't have the pin trading pin back. It has more of a traditional pin back on it. I don't know why there's this, excuse me, my nose is like a little more runny than normal today. I know I sniff a lot in these videos, but it's a little worse than normal today. Allergies. I'm not sure why there's this 2004 Breakfast in the Park pin on here, but yeah, the rest of these are from our honeymoon in 2001. So we have 2 or 3 different brides and then a wedding couple. I think it's about as good a focus as we're going to get. Got some princesses and just some kind of general Disneyland. And of course, California Adventure. We got married in 2001. That is the year California Adventure opened. It's a very different park than it is now. I'm going to say it's better now, although I miss a couple of the things from the original DCA, like the more complete Bodine sourdough tour. But I mean, that's not what you should be going to a theme park for, right? And then she has this little cameo thing on here, which doesn't have anything in it. I'm not sure where it came from. It came from China, but I don't know if this came from Disneyland or not. I'm not sure where that was acquired from. But that is from our honeymoon, so I suppose next I should do mine for our honeymoon, which is, on the same type of lanyard. Another Walt Disney Travel Company lanyard. I'm not sure where this Disneyland pin came from. I think it's actually something that was my wife's when she was younger. Do we have a date on this? I mean, but as you can see, it's not a pin trading pin. So I think it's from something older. But I don't see a date on there. Just copyright Disney. But as you can see, I have my little groom pin on mine. And of course, I have my travel company pin as well. And then I have the old California Adventure logo pin. And I'm much more into like Haunted Mansion. Of course, the Tower of Terror didn't exist yet. There wasn't even a building there yet. Hollywood still had Superstar Limo. That was actually the first ride we went on in California Adventure, was Superstar Limo, because it had no line and it was very hot out. And we'd just driven all the way, like 9 hours, leaving at like 4 in the morning. And we got there before we could check into the hotel. But I got a couple Pirates of the Caribbean pins on here as well. I think these are all pin on pin. They're all multi-level. I don't know if any of these were limited edition or anything at the time. I'm sure they're all discontinued now. It's been almost 20 years. But I've got Pirates of the Caribbean. I've got this one, You're Either With Us or Against Us. And of course I've got Ezra following Mickey and Goofy home. And yep, we had a breakfast in the park during that. This is on my Star Tours lanyard. I also got the little card. As you can see, this has been exposed to light over the years and has faded rather badly at parts, but got my old Star Tours badge on here, indicating that I am in fact a bounty hunter. Alright, move those aside. Yeah. So the rest of these, I can't give you an exact date on. I mean, they appear to be from the 50th anniversary, but I'm not sure why my wife appears to have two different 50th anniversary pin lanyards, other than I guess she bought a lot of the pins. Again, we went through with the travel company, and yeah, I'm not sure why she has two of those pins on there. She must have ended up with two of these lanyards. But yeah, we've got some of the 50th anniversary pins. She has a lot more of the 50th anniversary pins than I do. I only have a couple, but she bought a bunch of them. Of course, Tower of Terror was open by that point, so she does have a Hollywood Tower Hotel key. Yeah, she went on the ride with me one time and wouldn't again, and that was probably a good idea. And she actually has one of the little 50th anniversary clip-ons on the bottom here. We have a fair amount of 50th anniversary stuff. We have some, I think some dishes too. We got the Mickey and Walt statue pin. Got Mickey with a 50th anniversary hat. And actually, if you have ever noticed, and this is going to be wobbly, I have my 50th anniversary hat up on display up there on Moromi. I know you can't normally see it in the video, but yeah, it's been there the whole time. And slowly and gently back down so as not to make this absolutely vomit-inducing. And she left some of hers on the on their backings too, which of course has resulted in this getting a little bent up, but it's, you know, it's still nice to see it there. And she left this one covered in plastic to keep it from being shiny, because otherwise that would probably have tarnished by now. It certainly would be covered in fingerprints. As this one doesn't have the slick surface, so it's not as much of an issue there. Alright, one more of my wife's, and we'll go to the other one of mine that we have. I don't know, maybe I'll find some more of them as I continue to excavate the closet. And, you know, I said about there being a lot of the 50th anniversary stuff. A lot of the 50th anniversary stuff. She bought a lot of 50th anniversary pins. Certainly more than I did. Lots of these, lots of Mickey ears. These have little stones set in them, so they're kind of studded. I think I only bought a couple pins, and then I bought some magnets. We have some magnets on the fridge from the 50th. Yeah, a lot of the 50th anniversary. Probably need to refocus again, huh? This one's really nice because it's actually got the picture of Walt on it. I don't know how well that's going to show up here. I get it without the glare. But I think of the ones on this lanyard, this is probably would be my favorite one. Because yeah, we actually were there for the 50th day. We actually got to be there on the day. Somewhere here I have a horribly misshapen now Coke bottle from the 50th. But it was a plastic bottle because, you know, it's Disneyland. But it had like the little tag on it. Somebody more important than us had gotten it in their give me bag and didn't want it and gave it to me. I thought that was a kind of a neat little souvenir, but again, I mean, it looks hideous last time I saw it, and I thought I had it on a shelf in here, but I don't see it. It might be on a lower shelf that I just can't see from here. All right, there's her 50th, and then finally, here's my 50th anniversary lanyard. As you can see, not nearly as full as hers. But yeah, my travel pin. So these both must be from the 50th anniversary, because they're... now that I think back, I think for some reason either somebody in our group didn't want theirs, and so she took it because she had lots of pins anyways, or I don't know, or maybe this gave us an extra one by mistake. I don't know why we have three, but these two are definitely from the 50th, because I do kind of remember her getting an extra lanyard. Of course, we ate at the Plaza Inn. I'm not sure. Why does it say 2004 on it? Maybe they were giving away old buttons. Or maybe that's a button I stuck on there from a previous trip. I don't know. But I've only got a couple 50th pins, just the ones I kind of thought were the nicest. And I wanted to, of course, not get ones that she already had because we don't need duplicates. But I've got my marching Mickey there. Let's, I guess, bring it to the center. And, just kind of a plain basic 50th anniversary with the logo. It's kind of that pin-on-pin thing. And then, of course, my favorite ride, and, may it rest in peace, at least in DCA, Haunted Mansion, of course, is always going to be my favorite until they ruin it, is the Haunted Mansion, the Tower of Terror. So I have my Hollywood Tower Hotel Do Not Disturb sign, which I think I actually have a Do Not Disturb sign from them. And then I have this pin. I thought this was really cute. Tower of Terror, Drop Into the Zone, and this one actually has some movement on it. When you flip the thing on the back, the elevator car drops. And it still works. And that's cute. And I don't know why I don't have any Haunted Mansion pins. I normally would get at least a Haunted Mansion pin. And I don't appear to have gotten one on the 50th. That's weird. That, or maybe I did something else with it. I don't know. Because normally I would not go and not get something Haunted Mansion. And, up until it got replaced with the Guardians of the Galaxy, something Tower of Terror. I was like, let me see if I can find those other Tower of Terror things I have. I found a couple of things. They were easy to get to. One other should be easy to get to, but I don't know where I put it. I probably put it somewhere else. So I found my Tower of Terror. Now, I know your first thought probably is ashtray, and that was mine too, but it doesn't have the little divots in it for an ashtray. And the reason is because, of course, Disney isn't going to sell ashtrays. Just so they don't sell shot glasses. All those little glasses you see around the parks that look like shot glasses usually ring up as toothpick holders or small glasses. Yeah. So, yeah, this is not an ashtray. It's actually sold as a coaster. But it's a Hollywood Tower Hotel coaster. I have like 3 of these. And then I have a Do Not Disturb door sign like the pin. They're actually a pretty good match, aren't they? And let's get the pin actually on the camera so you can see. Yeah, they actually look pretty similar to each other. So that's a good likeness. And then just says Hollywood Tower Hotel on the back. And yep, it still has the price tag on it. I apparently paid $4 for it. Alright, that'll do us for today. Actually, the nicest Tower of Terror thing we have, and it's not mine, it's my wife's, is she has one of those, the Marie dolls. Those Marie Osmond dolls. They did one called, apparently it's called Adora Belle, and it's a pin trader doll, and so it's wearing the Tower of Terror cast member uniform, the female version, and it actually has its own little pin trader lanyard with its own little Hollywood Tower of Terror pins, and it's really cute, and I would show it to you, but it's locked in a glass cabinet that is behind other stuff, and I'm not going to go in there and mess about with it, because I wouldn't want to damage it. But that's going to be today's quarantine log. Today was, what, the 20th? Did I ever actually say what number this was? Have I waited till the end this time to say the number of this one? It's quarantine log 20 if I didn't say it earlier. And that makes it Saturday, April 11th. Next Saturday would normally be Minnie Mouse the Main Event Day. But that's going to be, I guess, online only now, which that promises to be a complete cluster bomb. Which will be fun, and I'm sure I will complain about it at the time if I'm still doing these quarantine logs. I am currently scheduled to go back to work at the end of next week, meaning these would end, and we go back to just Sunday. But who knows? Stay-at-home orders have been extended by, counties, so we'll see if my employer wants to honor that or not. But that's it for today. No quarantine log tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the normal Sunday episode. And I'm hoping to do something a little bit special for Easter tomorrow. So, until the next time we meet, please make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly, cough into your elbow, practice your safe social distancing, and stay healthy. And I'll see you in the next video.